Hiring managers, do you feel stressed just at the thought of starting your next hiring process? In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 areas where if you work to improve your communication during the hiring process, you will make more of the right hires and faster and decrease some of that unnecessary stress and inefficiency in the hiring process. Recruiting, interviewing, and hiring is very time consuming. It can be filled with distractions, and there's a lot of risk and pressure involved in making the right hire. Maybe you're coming back from making a bad hire, and so there's increased pressure and maybe some uncertainty and maybe even some lowered confidence in your ability to make the right hire. Or maybe it's just extra stressful. Maybe your company has some fast hiring initiatives and it's a lot to handle. And when your focus is being distracted and pulled in many different areas, it can be more challenging to make the right hire. So stay till the end because you are going to come away from this video feeling more confident in your next hire. The first area that you want to focus to improve your communication is with your recruiter, even throughout the process and not just at the start of the process. That initial conversation at the start of your search, touching base with your recruiter, giving them 10 to maybe even 20 minutes depending on the relationship and the role, if it's a new role. But you want to give your recruiter as much important detail that relates to the role, details that would be important to the candidate as possible at the start of your search, and be as specific. Share with your as you can. Share with the recruiter what your ideal perfect candidate looks like, and trust that they know that if they need to go outside the box a little bit, if they're not turning up exactly what you're looking for, a good recruiter knows that sometimes we check some of the boxes and not all. So trust that they'll be able to do that. Or if it's a new relationship, continuing those touch points throughout the recruiting process, and you want to do that even if you have an established relationship or not. But those touch points with your recruiter, keeping them looped in. If there are going to be delays in the interview process, let them know. They can then help you better communicate with your candidate as well, which brings me to the next area of focus that you want to improve your communication in the hiring process, and that is with your candidates. Now, just like you, your candidate, a good quality candidate who knows that they have value to bring and they're confident, this is likely the kind of individual that you want to bring to your organization and to your team. They know they have value to bring, and so they want to feel valued from you. And the more communication they get from you, so that communication on the next step in the process, helping them to better set themselves up for success, knowing how to best prepare, knowing if there's going to be a delay, knowing even a little bit of detail, if you can share, as far as where they stand in the process. And this would be more appropriate with your lead candidates. I have seen lead candidates eliminate themselves from the process before because there was no communication, and another process, interview process with another company, was moving faster, and then they got an offer, and also they were feeling valued, more value maybe from that company because they were getting more communication. So stay in communication with your candidates. And if you don't have as much time to spend with your candidates, I mean, it can be a quick email, it can be a quick text, but if you have that connection with your recruiter, you can relay information to your recruiter, and then they can then be your communication with the candidate. And strong communication with candidates throughout the process increases their connection to yourself and the company, and this will help you avoid the dwindling candidate pool. This is a big challenge where it can create a start and stop interview process because your strong candidates are dropping out of the process. Then you don't have enough candidates to really feel confident in making the right hire, and so you continue to start the process over again. So strong communication both with your recruiter and with your candidates will help to eliminate that problem of your dwindling candidate pool and elevating your confidence in making the right hire. And then the third area that you want to work to improve your communication with throughout the hiring process is with the other members of your leadership team that are likely helping you in the interview process. In an ideal interview process, the candidate is going to have multiple touch points with the company, including the other members of your leadership team. So maybe they're going to interview with yourself, hopefully some other members, individually contributing members of your team. This way they can get a better sense of day in the life and maybe ask some questions that they may not feel comfortable asking managers. And the other members of your leadership team, by having that open communication with them, you can share with them the red flags that you're seeing if you have any potential concerns, and then that manager can dig in a little bit deeper in their interview. And also, different personalities are going to pick up on different red flags and green lights in the interview process. They're just going to notice different things. And so then they can report back to you and share with you something that they picked up on that maybe you didn't notice. And sometimes during the interview process, we have a hesitation or we have a gray area. This happens to me a lot, where we know that we need more information. Make a note of that and share this with this thought, this idea, this potential concern. Even if you don't have it fully formulated in your mind, fully thought out, you can just let another member of your recruiter, or you can let your recruiter know, but also another member of your leadership team. I've got a potential concern in this area. I haven't quite figured it out just yet, but I feel like we need more information here. Share this thought, this idea with other members of your leadership team so that they can dig in deeper when they are interviewing the candidate. And having more eyes on the candidate and having this communication with your recruiter, with the candidate, with the leadership team throughout the process is going to help you feel more confident in making the right hire when you do make your hire. And I always like to say that taking time creates time. By taking time to work on your communication, it can be a quick text, a quick email, a very quick phone call. It doesn't have to be a 15-minute conversation with your recruiter each week, but stay connected with your recruiter, with your candidates, and with the other members of your leadership team, and you are going to eliminate unnecessary stress in your interview process. You will keep more of your ideal candidates moving forward in the process, and you will ultimately make more of the right hires and faster. I hope that that was helpful. Leave a comment below. Let me know your thoughts and your frustrations. If you have a specific topic around the hiring process, around the interview process that you would like some help with, if I feel like I can bring value there, maybe I will do my next video on that. I invite you to like and subscribe to the channel. That will help me grow the channel and will help you stay updated on my next video.